Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Gators will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Seminoles offense will go to work first. Renegade was feeling his oats the last time these two got together as Florida State blew out the Gators.
And with that win, it just carried so much momentum throughout the rest of the season for the Seminoles and in the offseason as well. This is one of those games, if you win like that, you make a statement, not just in the state of Florida, but all across the country.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, he blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Seminoles are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
Well, this game certainly doesn't have the longevity historically that a lot of other rivalries have in college football, but this game always means so much. It impacts the conference championship race, the national championship race, and the Heisman Trophy race.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time.
There he goes. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. And the Seminoles line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Seminoles.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Drills in with the stiff arm. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida's offense has the ball for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
He's got the tight end. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling. First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. It's complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Otis. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
Still running at the 35. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. The Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The give on the inside. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Takes the handoff. It's Otis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll snap it for the 10th time on this drive, but they need a chunk on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Breaks into the open. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. They're working that left side. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. The Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Rides to back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anyway.
They'll run it from the gun. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Foster. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Last completion got them a first down. Let's see what they do now. Wants to throw on first down. Finds a spot in the middle.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
And the Seminoles with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Makes the grab. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. But
and the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. Caught in the backfield, it's Otis. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Everybody and their brother showing blitz. Makes a pass to Marker. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
This guy's got a lot of tools in his toolbox, toting the rock, man. He showed you right there. And when I think back to Florida running backs, Emmitt Smith, all-time great. But a guy I played with in Gainesville, Fred Taylor. He was so big, but so fast for a guy his size. It just caused so many problems for the defenses we faced. And I think in the SEC today, you have got to be able to run the football if you're going to win games. And this guy right here, he's going to give the Gators a chance.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Off the RPO, complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. So now it's second and long. Wants to throw it. Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Off-play action on first down. Lets it fly. Pulls it in on the left. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. They'll run it from the gun. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got enough for the first down. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Gives it to the back on the draw. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now they're going to throw it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. The Noles have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Otis. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Otis. Turning it on. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. 1st and 10. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give from the gun. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Grady. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Gators are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
On the move from inside his 5. Oh, what vision. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Gators with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Second down, he'll throw it. Lets it fly on the move. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Love the coverage on the back end. The defender staying right by the receiver in the intended target. And as a result, that ball's incomplete.
Looking deep. Another incompletion on third down. The Gators send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. They'll immediately call timeout. The Seminoles can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Zings it complete to the right. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Seminoles want to move quickly. Offense changing the play. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles.
And we are officially in blowout mode. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen so many explosive plays, and they score again before going in at halftime, guys. I'm hoping we can have a running clock here in the second half.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. The give to the lone running back. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw time, running short in the half. He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Gators and Noles.
And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like, this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they hadn't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Gators will punt it away on 4th down. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. They'll try the run. Finds a little space. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They've softened them up with the run. Now to throw it. There he goes. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
They get him stopped at the 26, but not before he picks up 5 yards. And the Seminoles in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The give to the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range with Ed Love to pick up the 1st. The snap sets up the throw. A strike downfield. Touchdown, Noles! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. That Seminole war chant is getting louder as Florida State has built a big lead.
The Seminoles have been able to seize the momentum here in the 2nd half, and they are now running away with this thing. Big plays all over the field have the Noles now looking good.
Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got it behind the line. It's Tucker. Still on his feet at the 35. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the ground with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Takes a handoff. It's Tucker. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Finds the tight end. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. And the Gators are moving quickly down the field. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Right back to the well. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down coming up. Defense might bring the house here. Reads and fires complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Bully ball on third and short. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gators! Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Find some fresh air. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll give it to the back. Makes a man miss. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Here's the pressure. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
On third down, he drops to throw. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. And the Noles will line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 38. The give to the back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Give to the running back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
it's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Noles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Last drive was a quick 3 and out, and now time is even more of a factor to get something going. Makes the grab. It's Clements. Breaks into the open. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw on first down. Hauls it in.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Gators come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to power their way ahead. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. He has 60 yards rushing in this game, and he's almost certain to reach the 1,500-yard mark for the season. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Gets it out quickly. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. The Seminoles are rolling down the field. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll leave it with him. Creates a little space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Right back to him on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line is going to have to play a lot better here.
He's got it on the move. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
The Seminoles have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Leaves it with the running back. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. Don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
So you might expect to see victory formation. Instead, you will see a field goal attempt. And they didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. It was vitriolic, it was intense, and it went to the Seminoles as Florida State will dine on Gator after winning in this rivalry matchup. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation.